Welcome back. Today we are going to solve a binomial problem that is having a negative power. Whenever you have a binomial problem with a negative power, they will ask you to expand the binomial to a certain degree of x. In this case, we are asked to expand the binomial up to the term x to the power 4. So when you have a binomial with a negative power or a fraction or even a positive power, you can use the general formula to solve the problem. And the general formula is, if you have, let's say, 1 plus x to the power n, the general formula is, you start with 1, then plus nx, then plus n into n minus 1 to the power x square all over 2 factorial, then plus n into n minus 1. What we're going to add again will be n minus 2, then what? X to the power 3 all over 3 factorial, then plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 x to the power 4 all over 4 factorial, and it continues like this. Okay, hadn't been we are asked to expand up to x to the power 5, you can immediately predict that would have been n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 into n minus 4, then x to the power 5 all over 5 factorial. But since the question asks us to stop at x to the power 4, this is where we're going to end. So you don't have to include this other term where you're going to have x to the power 5. Okay? What is immediately important to recognize from this formula is that the power and the factorial will be the same. The power that you have and the factorial will be the same. Now, going back to what we have, as you can see, this is supposed to be the general formula. You start with 1 plus nx, then from there you can see that you are having the powers increasing in ascending order. Whatever you have here as the power, the factorial will be the same for that. Okay, here we have power 2, we have 2 factorial, we have power 3, we have 3 factorial, we have power 4, we have the 4 factorial. Okay, so as you can see, this is the formula. It will take time for you to memorize it, but it's very simple. These are the first two. If you know them, then the others are simple to build, as you can see the pattern. So what is n? N here is equal to minus 4, okay? And in the place of positive x, we have negative x. So wherever we have x, we are going to replace it with negative x. And we are done. So going by that, that will be 1 plus n is minus 4 into x is minus x plus n is minus 4 into minus 4 minus 1 x square over 2 factorial, then plus n is minus 4 into minus 4 minus 1 into minus 4 minus 2 x to the power 3 all over 3 factorial, then plus n is minus 4 into minus 4 minus 1 into minus 4 minus 2 into minus 4 minus 3 x to the power 4 all over 4 factorial. So this is what we have. So that is going to be 1. We have minus 4 times minus x. That will be a positive 4 because minus times minus will be positive. So we're going to have positive 4x. Okay? Minus 4 into minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. Is that correct? Yeah, so minus 5 times minus 4 will give you positive 20. Okay, that will be positive 20x squared over 2 factorial. Then plus, if you do the math for minus 4 into minus 4 minus 1 into minus 4 minus 2, you will have minus 120. Then we can say x to the power 3 all over 3 factorial. All right? Then plus, if you have minus 4 into minus 4 minus 1 into minus 4 minus 2 into minus 4 minus 3, we're going to have a positive 840. So that will be x to the power 4 all over 4 factorial. You can see that. So this will be 1 plus 4x. So 20 divided by 2 factorial, you will have 10. So that will be plus 10x squared. Okay? Plus and minus will be minus. So 120 divided by 3 factorial is 20. So you're going to have 20x to the power 3. Then plus 840 divided by 4 factorial is 35. So that will be 35x to the power 4. And so this will be your answer. Okay? I believe you know where the factorial sign is from your calculator. So when you have that, you can be able to work this out. All right? So this general formula, you can use it when you have a negative power. You can use it even if you have a positive power. And you can also use it if you have a fraction as a power. But one thing you have to be assured of is that here the first binomial must be 1. Okay? And when there is need, you can do factorization to make sure that that is 1. Okay? The first binomial is 1. So let's say we have something like 2 plus 12x to the power minus 3. And we want to use the general formula. But we know that the general formula is in this form, 1 plus x to the power n. Then what you have to do is, since this is the given binomial, you have to do your factorization first to make sure that the first binomial is 1. So if the given binomial is 2 plus 12x to the power minus 3, and I want to make sure that the first binomial is 1, I can do factorization. And the way I can do the factorization is, let's factorize 2 out. So that is 2 into 1 plus, so 2 times what will give me 12 is going to be 6. So let's say we have 6x here. Okay, all these will be to the power minus 3. Okay, such that if you expand this, you can come back to this. As you can see, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 6x is 12x, and then your negative 3 power is maintained. There is one thing that I want you to know in indices. If you have, let's say, a into b all to the power, let's say, power y, that is the same as a to the power y, b to the power y. So if we should apply the same principle for this given expression, we're going to have 2 to the power minus 3 into 1 plus 6x to the power minus 3. And that is it. Okay, so that will be the factorization. And so here, if we want to expand this using the general formula, n will be minus 3, but in the place of x will be 6x, right? In the place of x, you will write 6x. All right, but since you have before the bracket, that is before the binomial, since you have an expression, what that means is you're going to multiply that with your entire expression that you have. So 2 to the power minus 3 is the same as 1 over 8, right? So that will be 1 over 8 into, we can now write the general formula, which is 1 plus nx, then plus n into n minus 1 all over 2 factorial, then plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 all over 3 factorial. Don't forget the x, here is x square, here is x to the power 3, then plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3, x to the power 4 all over 4 factorial. So as you can see, this is how you go by that. All right, remember, when you factorize whatever you have outside, you are supposed to multiply that, okay, with your general formula. Okay, so that is all for this video. We will solve more of these examples in our coming videos. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. That is your answer. All right. Thank you very much for watching the video. If this is the first time of visiting this channel, please like, share our videos, and subscribe.